warning. This video might scare you. If you're easily frightened, it's best not to watch. Viewer discretion is advised. Number 12. The mystery of the shadow. Have you ever encountered a mysterious shadow that sends shivers down your spine? The video shows an empty stairwell with a young woman descending to the hallway. Suddenly, she turns back as a dark shadow enters the stairwell from below. The shadow vanishes, but then reappears, moving up the stairs. In the comments, Solifidian shares a theory about the shadow's movements, suggesting it might not follow the rules of physical matter. However, since it absorbs all visible light frequencies, it must consist of some kind of particles. What do you think? Is this shadow ghost worth investigating? I believe it is. Number 11. Unsettling Coffin Revelations. Dejidiff Joey poses a question in his video, titled, "Is it against the law to keep the coffin with the body in your own yard?" Published in October 2010. The video shows Joey standing in front of a big blue tarp, behind which is his great-grandma's coffin. Shockingly, his great-grandma passed away in 1945, as Joey explains. He then flashes back to a video filmed in 2008 to provide context for the coffin's presence. Joey reveals that the graveyard where his grandma was buried was poorly managed and corrupt, leading to its closure. He opens the coffin to show his grandma dressed in white, her black hair spread across the pillow. While the uploader doesn't seem to intend any creepiness, the act of opening the coffin is enough to unsettle most viewers. Number 10. Haunting Closet Encounter. Have you ever heard a strange noise and wondered, what was that? Redditor Shadow Huskyon experienced this when he heard a peculiar sound from his parents' closet. Husky mentions just moved in, house built in the late 50s. In the video, as the boy enters his parents' bedroom, you can see his reflection in the floor-length mirror. He remarks, "Somebody's here." At around the 9-second mark, a strange blur or smudge crosses the camera, noted by some in the comments. The boy asks the mysterious presence to make a noise, and it obliges by causing clothes hangers to clang together.
Please make a noise.
He then enters the adjacent bathroom connected to the closet, repeatedly trying to turn on the light. For a moment, a woman's voice can be heard. Who is she? What does she want? Is there a spirit haunting the closet? And if so, what's its story? Shadowhusky doesn't stick around to find out, and who can blame him? Number 9. Skilled Pilot's Emergency Landing. When two young pilots faced an emergency, they executed an impressive emergency landing that earned praise from experienced pilots. The incident occurred near Victoria Point in Brisbane, Australia, when their light plane lost power. Despite their efforts to restart the engine, they had to contact the airfield tower to report the emergency. Searching for a suitable landing spot, they ended up gliding down into a barbed wire fence, narrowly avoiding a nearby pump house. Although the situation was frightening, hopefully, these talented pilots didn't let it discourage them from pursuing their careers in aviation. Number 8. Haunted Pittsburgh Hospital. Hospitals often have tales of haunting, and the Old South Pittsburgh Hospital is no exception. Posted on YouTube in September 2019 by HRJ Paranormal Adventures, this hospital, located at the foothills of South Pittsburgh Mountain, has a chilling history. Founded in 1959, the 68,000 square foot building is rumored to be haunted by spirits dating back even before its construction. While there are no reports of mistreatment during its operation, former hospital employees have reported paranormal activities, including objects moving on their own, disembodied voices, and sightings of dark, shadowy figures. One such figure is believed to be a 7-foot-tall former surgeon haunting the 3rd floor. Other spirits include a toddler, an elderly woman, a janitor, and a female spirit known as the naughty nurse, all said to reside in different parts of the hospital. Since its closure in 1998, the hospital has attracted numerous paranormal investigators, including HRJ Paranormal Adventures, who managed to capture ghostly reflections during their hour-long investigation. Join them on their journey and you might witness more spirit sightings and eerie voices. Number 7. Ghost girls spotted. In Esholt, United Kingdom, Garments One claims to have captured something eerie on video. The footage starts with a view of a church. Then, the camera moves down, and you can see a girl peeking around the corner of the building. She quickly disappears when noticed and seems to vanish into thin air. The camera looks around, but the ghostly girl is nowhere to be seen. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, this video might make you do a double take. Number 6. Creepy girl warning. Avoid entering dark and eerie abandoned houses at night. In a video posted by Caracords in 2010, the team explores one such abandoned house. As they investigate, they focus the camera on a corner of the room where a creepy girl doll is spotted behind some objects. The unsettling sight prompts them to quickly leave the room. Wouldn't you do the same? It seems they didn't have much of a choice. Number 5. Mysterious visitor caught on camera. Have you ever had that eerie feeling of being watched? In January 2006, Elton Menezes Severo shared a video where he unexpectedly captured a visitor. While messing around with his webcam, Elton is unaware that there's an otherworldly figure lurking in his doorway. But you can see the outline of the creepy figure moving strangely in the hallway before disappearing into the darkness. When Elton finally notices the figure on his webcam, he gets up to check it out. However, what he discovered remains a mystery. But one thing's for sure, encountering whatever that thing was in the darkness would be unsettling. Number 4. Dark history of Pennhurst Asylum. The Paranormal Files shared footage of their visit to Pennhurst Asylum, a place with a history filled with dark energy. Patient number 1 entered the asylum in 1908, and within 4 years, it became overcrowded with residents. Patients weren't just there for treatment, they were also expected to work in various industries like farming, mattress and shoemaking, cooking and sewing. However, accusations of ill treatment led to the indictment of 9 employees in 1983, resulting in the closure of the institution and the transfer of 460 patients. The institution's troubled past has led many to believe it's haunted. In fact, part of the building was turned into the Pennhurst Asylum haunted house in 2010, sparking controversy. Despite the injustice, opening the site to the public has allowed paranormal investigators to explore. Viewers of the footage have reported numerous sightings and disembodied voices, including a male whispering "go back" at minute 46, and a female voice saying he is attacking you at 46:56. At 1550, a strange light anomaly is also captured. If you're brave enough to watch the entire video, share in the comments if you notice any other anomalies or hear additional voices. Number 3. EA's strange experiment. According to the dictionary, it's a tiny humanoid creature. In April 2016, Wizo97 uploaded a video showing viewers how to make one. The video is in Russian, but here's what happens. The man rubs what seems like isopropyl on an egg with a cotton ball. Then he injects something into the egg, covers the hole with a band-aid, and places it in a small plastic container likely to keep it warm. Later, he cracks the egg open with a knife, pours the contents into the plastic dish, and picks up a lava-like creature with tongs. At first, it remains still, but then it starts moving. Not exactly surprising, considering it's supposed to be a homunculus. Eventually, all that's left is a small stain. It's a bizarre, confusing, and intriguing experiment, to say the least. Number 2. Encounter with an unknown force. In this video, a man finds himself in a dark alleyway when another person suddenly appears beside him. Shadows flicker around him, suggesting more figures lurking nearby. Suddenly, a powerful force throws him to the ground, almost like a hurricane. Then, another man grabs him and drags him towards a building. The ground seems to ripple like water as he tries to move, and he's eventually pulled off camera by an unseen force. Moments later, the other man returns to the alley, but quickly retreats as something large is thrown towards him from the building. Shortly after, a figure in a black cape and hat emerges from the building, causing a window to shatter as it leaves. Number 1. Disturbing behavior of a troubled child. In a clip from American Undercover, shared by Vintage Throwback Classics in August 2017, rare footage reveals a young girl displaying disturbing behavior. Beth and her brother John were adopted after suffering neglect. Beth's childhood was marked by aggression towards her adopted family and her brother, as well as self-harm. In the interview, 6-year-old Beth admits that her brother is scared of her because of what she does to him. Her parents are so afraid that they lock her in her room at night. Beth confesses to wanting to harm her family with a blade and admits to sticking pins in her brother. She explains that she avoids people. Her mother recounts a chilling incident where Beth killed baby birds by squeezing them. Upon recommendation from a psychologist, Beth was temporarily removed from her home and placed in a special facility with experts in treating children with early attachment disorders.